Come into the room, family. Come into the room. I am the H-Town vet, and I would like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will tonight celebrate the H-Town vet's birthday. That's kind of egotistical, isn't it? But usually we discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Come on in, family. I want to share this special moment. My birthday today, my 57th birthday. Come on into the room, and we thank you for being here. For those of you that came in early, acknowledging just that. Brother Charleston was the first one in, Charleston Zimmerman, to be exact. Our Navy brother said, "Happy birthday, Mr. H-Town." Respect, my brother, respect. Then we have MG Smith, my brother, come in saying, "H-Town, happy birthday. I hope you're having a wonderful birthday." Yes, I am, and it's getting better because I'm here with the family, and this means something to me. Then we have Van Olive says, "Happy birthday, Edgetown." I hear you. H-Town. Oh, okay. I thought you said you lived in Edgetown. No problem there, Van Olive. Coasty say, "Happy birthday, H-Town." Thank you so much. Come on in the room, family. Let us know that you are here. In the words of the esteemed colleague, did y'all know that H-Town is the coolest? Happy birthday, bro. Thank you so much, Gary Walker. Thank you so much. Betty Bops say, "H-Town, hope you had a fabulous birthday weekend." And I said, we're going live. So this is before the live start. So we want to say thank you. Y'all popped on into the room, and this is how we want you to do it. Always like the video when we post it. Go on the channel and go ahead and like it. If you know we're gonna be putting out that hot information and supporting each other, and we're gonna be telling the truth here. Come on in the room, family. Let us know that you're here, family. Let us know that you are here. We are celebrating the night, and we just reflecting. I'm celebrating y'all too because I want to talk about y'all tonight. Thank you, Sister Betty Bops, for the great information you put out. Gary Walker, the great insight that you have. Coasty, our Massachusetts brother, just being our Coast Guard member, holding it down, giving us the information, dealing with the military, being retired, and the Coast Guard. Van Olive, thank you for your input when we ask for feedback. We thank you for that. MG Smith, for your constructive and active participation in the channel. And we know, Brother Charleston, that's my white twin brother there. If I had a twin, it'd be Charleston. We think a lot alike. Much support. Thank you for always being reliable. Now, family, what we want to do here, if y'all don't mind, I want to show you my first video. And it's a short video, a little over 4 minutes. But I want to show y'all how we got started. And it was about myself. So thank you so much. First, I got to know y'all in there. I got people in the room. Let us know if you can hear me. Give me a 1 if you can hear me in the chat. Let us know. Tell us what's going on. I keep the music playing. I want to make sure my family is here. Let us know, family. I'm going to be checking my sound while y'all do that. So thank you so much for joining us. Hello. Yes, thank y'all for letting me know that the sound is okay. Uh Say number one, Mr. H Town. Yes, thank you so much. And then we have MG Smith says, H Town, thank you for the kind words. Oh, yes. Betty Bob says she can hear us. Van Olive says everything's okay. The sound is good. Betty Bob say, thank you, Mr. H Town. That means a lot to me. Well, you mean a lot to me. Your support means a lot to me. MG Smith say sound is good. Gary Walker say everything is all right. We're glad that you're here, family. We handling this thing together, and like I say, this means a lot to me. It means a whole lot. I apologize for coming late. You know, it is my birthday, but I had to go and my niece. I wanted her to went and picked her up from college so she could spend the weekend with us. And we have listened to this brother Dogface Soul say, happy birthday, H Town. We love you and don't stop putting out information for us vets to be aware. All right, brother. Let me know. If you got time, I might have you come up because I ain't seen you in a while. I may pick a few people to come up. If you will, if you got the time and you willing to do it. If not, we're not putting you on the spot at all. But I know you got things going on. But if you're able to, let us know. If not, we'll do it another time. But I want to chat with you, brother. See what's going on. And they say, sounds good. I can go live. Okay, brother. All right. Now we're gonna play a short clip of our first video. So please watch it, fam. Here, this is my first video, and it wasn't a live stream. It was just a regular video, and I was telling people who the H Town Vet is. People coming into the room, showing love. Thank you for being here because this is really about you. I just enjoy because I was raised. It was part of my family's culture practices to make people feel welcome. Now, listen. So let's get to this here. We're gonna knock this from the stage. All right. Now, watch this first video that we put out, and we appreciate you, family, for being here. Now, listen to this here. Give me the sound emoji or thumbs up if you can hear it. And it means a lot that y'all showing up. I see we got 10 people already in here. This means a lot because what I do is from my heart. You understand? Yeah. So let us see what we got here. If you move to my home state of Texas, I have two words for you: reliable transportation. Texas has over 3,200 miles of interstate, the most in the country. Each of the Lone Star State's major cities has its own flavor. This is the H-Town Vet, and I would like to welcome you to our channel. The city of San Antonio is built on medical research and tourism, while Austin has the second fastest growing economy in the country. Almost half of the Texas high-tech workers reside in the Dallas area, while Houston has an oil and gas economy. Since 1968, the population of Texas has tripled in size to 30 million people, with the largest number of people living in Houston and San Antonio. Now, my story. I grew up in Houston watching Cowboys on TV, but I also grew up in a family that raised horses, rode horses, and raced horses. I joined the military once I completed high school, and I was nervous at first, but I quickly adjusted and I started to enjoy the challenges that it offered. But there was one challenge that I didn't see coming: Iraq invading Kuwait. At the time, I was stationed overseas in Germany, and I didn't know what to expect. All I did was follow orders like everyone else. This is actually a photo of my division. While I was deployed in Iraq, all I wanted was a Big Mac, just to recently find out that Kuwait has a McDonald's now. Adjusting from leaving the military is not easy, but I was blessed to have a family to live with. Some veterans were not as fortunate. However, I did struggle in other ways. I had problems finding jobs, so I decided to go to school. Using my GI Bill to attend college, I was able to build my skills and my confidence at the same time. Once I graduated from college, I got homesick. So I moved back home to Houston, where I spent time with my family and built my career. My family started to notice a lot of changes with my behavior and my attitude. I went to the VA hospital for help. I eventually ended up at the VA regional office, where over time I filed 3 claims and they were all denied. After that, I just forgot all about those VA claims that I had filed and just moved on with my life. I eventually applied for a VA home loan and I was approved. Stay to the end and I'm going to tell you about a hidden secret dealing with VA home loans. With help from veterans, veteran organizations, and hard work from myself, my VA disability compensation was finally approved. As a result, the VA gave me back pay. While back pay is a good thing, you need to be prepared for the fallout that might come. Sometimes more money means more problems. More often than not, your friends and family members will feel more entitled to your benefits than you do. To get help with my condition and to find people that I could relate to, I started going to meetings at the VA. I was able to find out about benefits that I may qualify for, and I found veterans who were able to mentor me. Some of the most rewarding benefits are the programs that are set up to help dependents of veterans. Some of these programs are related to healthcare, education, and survivor benefits. As I told you before, I have a hidden benefit that I'm going to tell you about. Let's say you got your VA home loan before you got your disability compensation. Then you look at the VA award letter for compensation and realize it backdates to a date before you got your house. The VA defines you as being disabled before you bought your house. Then you can get your funding feedback. But you must contact the VA and your bank. I would like to give a special thanks to all veterans, their dependents, and survivors. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It's kind of strange that I got my last birthday celebration on here. That's interesting. Family, thank you. Now, thank you. Thank you. Coastliner in the house. Coastliner, thank you for showing up. I know a lot of y'all be watching, and I'm going to get to y'all comments here in a second. I really appreciate you. We value you. And we're going to, like I say, this means a lot to me because the channel has not only been growing, it's grown through struggle and adversity, okay? When you are successful at doing anything, especially successful at bringing people together, okay? This is, I can't take full credit for it because it's something, a trait that my family has. My family is a very interesting family. They are very, how can I say, they're about closeness. Where they were the elders that taught me. A lot of people growing apart, the younger generations. But they're about bringing people together, support. But at the same time, it could pop off in a minute. Now, so my goal here was to share with y'all, to let y'all know who I was and what I'm about. Not to sell you anything, not to run your pockets. You understand what I'm saying? We do take donations, as you can see back on the wall back here, but we ain't trying to hustle you. I grew up in the finesse capital of the world, Houston, Texas. So ain't no reason for me to be faking about nothing. Now we have our sister in here saying, Sister Cynthia Morales, we thank her for her support. She said, happy birthday, H-Town. Wishing you many blessings on your special day. Thank you. Anybody else birthdays in September, let us know. We're going to start acknowledging every month. If you can tell us the day, you don't have to tell us what year, but the day of the month and day and month, we would appreciate it. We would know it's August. Then I said thank you to her, to Sister Morales. And then Coastliner said, hope you're having a wonderful birthday, H-Town. I am, Coastliner. I always like that you come through. I know y'all say y'all busy doing things, but you took time out your busy schedule for us, and we really appreciate it. We thank you Now, family, let us know if you were here. We look at all these. Hold on. Tell them, okay, here we go. I didn't realize other people had chatted. We have 14 likes and 11 watching. Family, this is what it's all about. People, I get more attention for my birthday than some videos we watch. It's amazing how, see, say I'm also a September baby as well. What day in September? Yesterday was my September baby also. Give us the day of the month. Just give us what day. Mine is on the 19th, which is the day. What day, Dogface Soldier? Coasty, what day of the month, if you don't mind saying? Am I putting pressure on you? Because we want to acknowledge y'all too. So everybody show love to all the September babies in there tonight. And we're going to do that same thing for October. Let us know. September 11th, you did tell me that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Dogface Soldier, September 11th. Anybody else in Brother Coasty, what day of the month is yours? Let us know. Anybody else in September, baby? Let us know. Huh? September the 25th. We didn't get to get you, Brother Dogface Soldier, but Coasty, we're going to honor you for this month, and we thank you for being so wonderful, my brother, and Brother Dogface Soldier. But we'll mention you again when we get close to your birthday. We try to remember that. We have to start remembering these birthdays. I might have to remember them, because this is important every, month. And we thank y'all. Coach say, happy birthday all. Show some love to the veteran family up in here. Come on now. Talk to us. Talk to us. Let us know what is going on. Because I'm very excited. And if you are willing to come up right now, Dogface Soldier, put a let us know yes or no. Happy birthday to you. That's right. That's from Vin Olive. We glad because we want to share this with everybody. Let me tell you why this is so important. I drove all the way to my niece's school, picked her up, got her from she was at the school. She was teaching at a school, then took her to her college. She got her stuff. Me, her, and my daughter drove back here. And the first thing I did, I got back 4 minutes before 7, so we couldn't do it at 7, so we had to do it at 7:30. So happy birthday to all in September. Now, oh no rush then. No rush, my brother. No rush. No rush. I'm almost home, brother. Can I call you in a few minutes? No rush. No rush. No rush. Don't take your time, brother. We gonna be here. Now, family, that was our first video. And y'all don't know that I want to tell part of my story. You understand? I'm from the South. And we grew up horses everywhere. I thought everybody dealt with horses like that. Because I ain't from a small town, but I'm from an area that was my community, and it means a lot. It's who I am today. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I need to ask you a question. Why did you come tonight to celebrate my birthday, Brother Charleston? Why was it important to take time out of your busy day to come here? We're not putting out content tonight necessarily. Why was it important for you to come? MG Smith, why are you here tonight? Vin Olive, if y'all don't mind, let us know why was it important to come here and celebrate my birthday with me. Let us know. Vin, Olive, Coasty, Gary Walker, Betty Bops. I think I read MG Smith and Cynthia. Why was it important you come let us know tonight, sister? Dogface Soldier, you're going to tell us in a moment. Coastliner, why did you take time out of your busy day? We got, Benny. Come on, fam. You know what I want to do? I'm going to have to find out Who was the first person that started chatting in our live? I want to know who that was that's still here. The first 3 or 4 people. Man, let me see. Fam, come on in here. Let us know what made you show up today. And I hope this channel, okay, listen. Say, cuz you deserve to be celebrated, your life. You're important to us vets. Man, don't try to hurt me like that. I wasn't trying to stroke my ego. Then he flipped it back on me. See, I shouldn't ask the question. Oh man. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Brother Charleston. Now, I ain't crying. I got something in my eye, but I ain't crying. Lord have mercy. Now, Coasty say, just like being with the caring family and positive vibes tonight. Yes, indeed. We dealing with the little slick comments and stuff. I'm just checking them straight out. People didn't never think I would say nothing, but I have to work in ways where I say, hey, stop doing this, stop doing it. They say he ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. Certain people ain't gonna show up tonight because they've been exposed. And certain people, I blocked a lot of people, I ain't say I blocked a lot of people. I blocked people that were not conducive to the channel because we have to focus on building each other up, like our brother say. This is not for attention seeking. You can get all the attention you want here, but don't undermine others to get it. There's no need because nobody's clamoring to overtalk you. Everybody's comments are respected, appreciated, and acknowledged. So there's no need to act like a buffoon here. Now, there go John Thompson in the house. Yeah, that's John Thompson, my brother. MG Smith, H-Town, because you do so much for us as a family and show our appreciation. Oh, let me tell y'all something. Don't be trying. He's sitting there, he's stabbing at my heart. He poking at my heart, man. Now, Coasty say, to let you know we appreciate you and what you're doing for veterans. Now, that's what I want to get into. What Coasty said there, appreciate you. And what a lot of y'all are saying. And I like what Coastline said about those positive vibes. See, people would say, hey, ain't positive because H-Time be talking about trolls and stuff. Huh? Now listen to what it say. Coasty said, to let you know we appreciate you and what you're doing for veterans. Thank you. I'm doing my best. What do you think I'm doing for veterans? I'm gonna call y'all out now. Coasty, what do you think I'm doing for veterans? And say, because you do so much for us, MG Smith. What do you say we do for veterans? And Coastliner, you said it's positive vibes. And anybody can answer these questions, but specifically the people that made the statements, if you like, what positive vibes you feel here tonight? Let us know, Coastliner. Now you say, I deserve it. Your life, you are important. Brother Charleston, why you consider me to be important? Thank you, Benny. Boy, I had to say that with Benny. Now let's see. Now we going down our brother John. Now listen here. John Thompson says, happy birthday, H-Town Vet. I had to show up for your birthday, man. Thank you for all you do for fellow veterans and their families. So he's saying I'm a blessing to the families and to the veterans. I got a question. Where you been, brother? I miss you. Now listen to what Ben Olive says. These live sessions really make a difference, and I enjoy and look forward to the information you put out. I'm attending tonight because your birthday is a special day. Family, you are special. No, you are the sweet one. Family, that's all I want. I want us to show love to each other. We ain't got to fake it. If y'all know me, if I feel a certain way about something, I'm going to let you know, because that's how I was raised. But we always going to lift you up. Everything done in love. Now, Betty Bob say, H-Town, it was important to celebrate and enjoy another year having you here. Yes, indeed. 57. Now listen to what Sister Cynthia said. Because we love you, H-Town. Wow, that's deep. You are a blessing to our lives. We appreciate you. You take time to get all content ready for us, and that takes a lot of work. We thank you. Now, let me tell you something about that. You know what I really makes me feel good and confident that even the trolls or the people that do stuff to undermine my channel, you know one thing they never say? H-Town is not putting out good information. H-Town information is false. They'll say that my information is like it's simple for children. Idiot, that's what a good educator is supposed to do. Put out information that a child can understand it. That's how you're supposed to do it. The Bible say make it simple where a fool wouldn't error. Huh? So that's what you're supposed to do. What I want to talk like I'm some big shot, I could be sitting up here like we need to break down this information in a very coherent way and all that. I can do all that, man. I'm here doing this here. If I need to break it down, I will. Now, information, understanding, the man saying we on our own. Huh? They're leaving us on. The man left us. Now listen, Coasted, you're giving veterans helpful knowledge to get benefits and give support. Now, listen to what a brother Gary Walker says. I'm here today because we need to show love to our dear brother, veteran H-Town, on his day. God dog. I almost didn't come up tonight because I ain't trying to get choked up because people disrespecting my channel, showing, no appreciation and doing little grimy stuff. And I just say, you know what? I love y'all, but I really didn't want to be dealing. I'm the kind of person, this is the problem they have with me. I'm not starving for attention. I'm not starving for support, but it's important to me. Yeah, I'm human like anybody else. And people get jealous because they want this kind of attention. You got to see, the Bible says if you want a friend, you got to show yourself to be friendly. You understand? If you want somebody to support you in what you're doing, you need to support them. It can't be me. You understand? I'm doing all this with serious mental problems. Family. I got serious. I'm not joking about what I got. Yeah, I suffer from about 4 or 5 mental disorders. You think I like that? You think I want to live like that? I tell you one thing I do want to do is make sure what gifts I do have that I can spread them to you in spite of my problems. You understand? So I may present in a certain way with authority, commitment, and conviction. That's my training. That's where I was raised. But I got a heart like anybody else. Look, my daughter said what they. Oh Lord, she gonna drag me on this hill. Oh Lord, she dragged me on this. She say, Dad, don't be a dictator on your channel. I say, I'm a dictator with a heart. She said, how can a dictator have a heart? Oh Lord, we had fun on that. So Bionic Woman say, happy birthday, Mr. H-Town. Everybody show love to Bionic Woman. Incredible. Very supportive, always being consistent. And she's about the truth. And I thank all of y'all for coming in here. Let me ask you though. I had a question for y'all. Is the agenda for the channel clear? And in your opinion, what do you gather? What do you get from the message of the channel? What message you get from this channel? Let us know. Please do that. Oh, my itch. As my old folks say, my itching for a woman. Sister Moretta, I'm looking for a good Christian woman. So keep praying. Huh? Oh, look at them. Oh, look at everybody. Good evening, Bionic Woman and Charlton Zimmerman from Betty Bops. the Navy and the Air Force in the house. And then we have Bionic Woman say, so I mean, Miss MG Smith, salute Bionic Woman. Now I'm reading her chat because we ain't got no lesson tonight. We are the lesson. Huh? See, people think because I'm coming in such a simple way, I can do what he do. Yeah, if you could do it, you would have done it already. And you probably could if you would stop having so much. See, let me tell you something. We can give you information here. We can give you support. You can probably copy what I do. One thing you can't get is authenticity. It has to be in you. You got to have that inside you. You understand? Now, Coach to say, good evening, family. Charles say, H-Town, we all have mental issues. It's just we veterans learn to turn it to a positive. Yes, that's what we do here. That's what we do, all veterans, even the ones that are not on the channel. That's why the civilians are jealous. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is my year. I'm looking for me a good woman this year, Sister Morales. I want to get my daughter and my niece out of school. I was kind of focused. That's almost done. She said, that is my prayer for a good Christian woman. Yeah, I want a good Christian woman. All right, most definitely, because I believe in the Lord. No matter how difficult it gets, never give up. Arm yourself with knowledge and get what you deserve. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Family, let's talk about it. Let me see what I got over here. I want to see. I'm going back to my very first live. I'm going to go back to where it first began, fam. And I'm going to see who was in there. See if I can find somebody in there. I think I can. Let me see. You know, we have over 230 videos and live streams. Oh, let me see. I think it was on the second one. All right, now let's see. I can't. I don't know where the chat at. I don't know where the chat at. I don't know where the chat. Let me see. Because I saw it some other way. I can't find it this way. All right. Hold on. Let me. I want to find who was some of the first people here. I can't remember. Now listen. Family, let me tell y'all something. We are making this thing work. We are making it. Let me ask you, like I said, and I want to know this. What do you bring to the channel? What do you bring? What are you trying to contribute to the channel? That would be my birthday gift, family. Let me know. What do you bring? Why? Or just, if you don't know what you bring, why do you come? What do you? What have you learned since you've been here? Let us know, family. Come on with it. Let's do it. Now, I'm gonna celebrate my birthday tomorrow because I had to pick my niece up today. And so for those of you, this is my birthday, September the 19th. We also have our brother Dogface Soldier, birthday was September 11th, and our brother Coasty, birthday on September the 25th. I'm gonna see what day that is, whether we have a live stream on that day or not. 25th, that's on a Thursday. So we're gonna be acknowledging our brother's birthday and Dogface Soldier's birthday, even though it passed on the 11th. We're gonna acknowledge that on the 25th when we come back next Thursday. Oh, that's good, Coach. They fall on the right day. Now, Family, let me get this off the screen. Let me see what I got here. Let the family know if you, what I about to say, let the family know what your status is. If you are a veteran, okay, let us know the branch of military that you were in. If you want to tell us the years you're in, that's okay. But tell us your branch. If you're a dependent of a veteran, let us know. If you're a veteran supporter, let us know. Let us know your branch and the state you're living in if you don't mind. So, like for instance, H-Town, because we want people that are coming new to the channel to know what's up. If you retired, anybody that's retired, put 20 more years, put RM for if you had 20 more years of credible service, 20 or more years of credible service, let us know. Okay? Let us know your branch of service and the state you live in. I was in the U.S. Army and I'm from Texas. Let us know. And let the new people know, because many of you know that already. If there's any, how did you find our channel? How did you find our channel? Whichever question you feel comfortable answering. What topic should we cover going forward? What topic should we cover going forward? If you are service connected, put SC for service connected. If you're trying to, just say you have a claim. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's see what we got here. Now, so we got 18 likes and 13 watching. Thank you, Sister Betty Bobs. Beautiful avatar there. Let us know what your, so like I say, let us know your branch. Let me pull that back up. I want to show, so to click back on and off that H-Town was in the U.S. Army and I'm from Texas, currently living in Texas. Now, Benny says, Army still in California helping our family. I hear you. Benny. Coasty. Coast Guard, Massachusetts. Respect. That's our Coast Guard member there. Cynthia. I don't come into the live streams all of the time, but I do see your videos after. I know, I can tell because I'm getting so many views on these videos. Almost every last one got 100 to 500 views. So I know y'all watching. Because of you, I am taking advantage of my chapter 35. You encourage me to take that step. Have you anything? Our sister is a dependent of a disabled veteran, I believe it's 100%. Yeah, because you got the chapter 35, permanent total. What has this channel, including the people on the channel, including the channel itself, or me, something I said, or something somebody else said in the chat, or when they came up on the screen, what have it encouraged you to do? What has the H-Town Vet channel encouraged you to do? But let us know your branch of service so people can learn. Vin Olive says, U.S. Army, Alabama. Alabama, yes, indeed. Betty Bops, Navy, Maryland. That's what it's all about. Saw a young Navy guy today. Charleston, Navy, 1976 through 85. I was still in high school. Pennsylvania, Sea Duty from 77 to 81, 10% claim working on COPD and PTSD non-combat. You get the same money for either one, my brother. Come on, I want to see. This is what the brother was saying earlier about the vibe. See, I'm able to flow if we don't have people in here messing up the vibe. See, family, we got it now. This is such okay. So say Cynthia said her husband is U.S. Army. Thank him for his service and thank you. Van Olive said something. So she's Van Olive is service connected. Okay. Now, MG Smith say U.S. Air Force 14 years, 2 months, 100% PNT, Tennessee. Almost sound like a rap bar. Come on now. Listen to what Brother John Thompson says. Navy, Colorado, ready to move somewhere warm to get away from the snow. Yes, indeed. Remember, Sister Cynthia is my husband, U.S. Army. Yes, indeed. He's blessed with a beautiful, kind Christian woman. This is what I'm talking about. Let's lift each other up. Huh? Why are we sitting around looking for faults? Ain't nobody perfect, but we strive toward doing right. Strive toward it. Now, Coastliner says, not Coastal, I'm sorry. Coastliner say Air Force, California, retired 22.5 years, private sector in 2013, and another 12 and a half years working as an Army civilian, newly retired from federal service, MRA, plus 10 retired, waiting on SS soon. Social Security. Family, you know what he's saying? He's going to be having 3-4 checks coming in. Now listen to what our brother Gary Walker says. Army, Old School, 95 Bravo. What's a 95 Bravo? I'm going to put mine in there. Put your MOS in there. If you find out what your husband's MOS, Sister Cynthia, you can put in there if you know what his job was in the military. And I'm going to see if y'all know what mine is. Look it up. Put your MOS. Put it like this. Mine 19 kilo. What is a 19 kilo? If you know. Put your MOS if you remember the thing. Or if you don't remember, just put the name. You can. But we want to see. What is a 19 kilo? What did H-Town do in the military? And I also did 88M, 88 Mike. 19 kilo and 88 Mike. Anybody got any of that? I did with a 19 kilo. The job is in the military. That's the job you do. Military occupational specialty, MOS. And 88 Mike. Let us know. Let us know. Anybody know? Putting you on your P's and Q's and on your toes tonight. So let's see what we got. Then we got Van Olive, a 76 Yankee. Anybody put what your MOS was? If you remember. Come on now, 76 Yankee. What's a 76 Yankee? I'll tell you if you don't know. I got to look it up. A 19 kilo is an armor crewman in a tank. I also drove trucks. That's 8 cargo trucks. That's a 88 Mike, and also drove fuel trucks, a 77 Foxtrot. So you can put in what it is. Then we got 3POX1 Security Force. Okay. CTA. Okay. What was that? Tell us what it is. And I think you told us, Brother Charleston, what you did in the military. Your main thing. Let us know. MG Smith says Air Force Special Code, Air Force SC 47271, heavy equipment maintenance supervisor. Okay. Boy, y'all getting into it. Uh-oh, here come the popo. Uh-oh, here come the popo. All right. Now, 11 Bravo equals, 95 Bravo equals military police, Fort McClellan, OSUT. Yolanda with a TS. Okay. Now, family, I'm learning so much about y'all. Let me at okay, supply clerk. Okay. Now, let us know if say hi, H Town. I'm home if you can go live. Yes. I'm gonna send you a link. I'm gonna send you a link. Now I want to ask y'all this question while I'm getting ready to send the link to my brother. Okay, let me make sure the music on off. It's off. Okay. Now, I'll put it on for a second till I get him up. Now, let's see what we got here. It say, Yeoman with the clerk apologize. This is the correct spelling. Okay. Yeah, I think you're gonna figure it out. You know how we talking to these things and they all kind of crazy. So sometimes I put the wrong stuff in it. Okay, I had to clear my throat, fam. All right, I had to clear my throat, family. I didn't want to cough into the thing if I could avoid it. So, uh, let me see what we got here. Let me see what I got, my brother. Thank y'all for all the information. I'm sending it to my brother here for a second. Yeah, but thank y'all for your patience because I'm gonna send the brother the link if I can find it. Or they can kind of changed up the thing. I found it. You know how they try to get fancy. Let me see what I got here. I just sent it to you, so you should be getting it dog face when you get the thing. Let us know. Let me see. Let me see what I got. All right. Now we getting that, family. Let me close this out. We are getting there. We are getting there. Now I want to know uh, what's been going on. Did y'all hear anything else about Comeback Craig and what happened? Now we can kind of talk about it. Things that passed on. Has the channel still been up? Have they been moving on with the mission? What's been going on? He was a big he's a big part of the uh the veteran community. He's one of the first people I saw consistently have a channel consistently. Yes, indeed. And let us know, family, what's really going on. What's been happening out here in these YouTube streets. And we waiting. Our brother Dogface Soldier gonna let me know if he got the link. He'll be coming up real soon, and we appreciate it. Now, have you been anybody in here was able to use any of their training in the civilian world? Let us know if you were able to do that. Your supply clerk skills. Were you able to use that in the civilian world, Vin Olive? Betty Bops, were you able to use the things you learned in the military in the civilian world? Let us know. Gary Walker, did you ever come a policeman on the outside? You a military police. How did you use those skills in the military, the civilian world? Let us know about that, MG Smith. All right, we got our brother in the house. Y'all get ready. All right, brother. We got
Happy,
Dogface Soldier.
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my beloved H-Town. Happy birthday to How are you, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm just being quiet while you come up on the screen celebrating with us. And we thank you. Everybody show love to our brother. Now listen, say, okay, so now I want to get that. So H-Town Comeback Craig, his videos are still up on the channel. Help me find this channel. Oh, okay. So that's how he was able to find his channel. They recommended my channel in some of the videos, so that's good. But now, brother, come on, back to you. Everybody show love. If you got anything you want to say to our brother. So what made you feel like coming up tonight? I think I prompt you to it. But
No, man, of course not. Of course, the moment that you mentioned it's your birthday, man, we got to celebrate. I think this is the second year, right? Celebrating your birthday on live.
yeah, yes.
That's amazing, amazing. 2 years, go by, so it goes by so fast. And really, like I said, I'm really proud of you, and I know a lot of your subscribers are very proud of you, man. 2 years is going by so quickly, and many more to come. So you could tell, man. Just like the Bible says, our life is just like a vapor. It just comes and goes. So we have to take advantage of it and spread the good news, not only with the word, but also give awareness to veterans that need help, and that's your journey, that's your purpose in life, and you're making it happen, brother. God has you here for a reason, and that's why I'm tuning in, and we're celebrating your birthday, special day.
Okay, now check this out. Kosi said, "Hi, Dogface Soldier." John
Okay,
says, "Happy belated birthday, Dogface Soldier." And John
thank you.
also says, "Rest in peace, Comeback Craig. Thank you for saying that, H-Town." Oh yeah, I got love for the family. I just like getting the details. I won't talk about nothing until I get more details. And I got no, love, but I
Yeah,
speak on whatever I feel. If I agree with certain things, I disagree. But he did. Like I told you before. He put out some good information. Now here
that's
we
right.
go. Yes. So, brother, what did you do for your birthday?
It was on a weekday. I think it was on a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So we celebrated that weekend, with the family as well, and just enjoyed it. Very simplistic. There's a lot of things that happened in the days of my birthday, unfortunately. So it wasn't that much celebration, a lot of mourning, a lot of events that were happening
Okay.
around. What I'm saying, with the news, but try to be uplifting, up spirited, man. What's happening with us individually, continue our life, and make the best of it. And just like many people are out there doing their reasons and their purposes, to go in public and speak out, this is your platform for you to do the same. And we're here to support you all the way, brother. But again, my birthday landed on September 11th. That's where
Yes.
when I was born. So, born in the 11th, man, I had to redeem myself. That's why I had to join the military.
Listen at you. Nah, you good, brother. You ain't done nothing wrong. Let me ask you, brother. You saying so? What do you think with the channel as we go forward and we move, and we've made several changes to keep it,
Yeah,
as our brothers say, a positive vibe in here. I think
that's
our brother
good.
MG Smith. Now, what do you think? Do you think the positive vibe upsets some people? They don't like the way it goes. What do you think going forward as we clamp down? Like I said, pretty much y'all gonna be the only ones that still subscribe. That's gonna be able to chat for a while. And if any of
Yeah,
y'all become consistent problems, you can lose that privilege too. So, do
yeah. I
you
think.
think I'm being heavy-handed? Do you think I'm being unreasonable, bro? I asked the last live stream, is my request unreasonable, my brother?
No, I feel that when you start to get more recognition on the as a content creator, you're gonna have a lot of good and bad just like everywhere you go. You know, if you go working, you're gonna have a lot of haters. And here in the and as a content creator, I know that you're gonna experience a lot of that, and I'm sure that you have. You know, so that being said, man, you have to be much more vigilant, and you have to be much more stern and firm when it comes to how everything should be running your channel. You know, and if things are not turning out the way it's supposed to be originally, then things have to come to a change, and it's for the better, brother. You know what I'm saying? The only ones that don't like it are the people that don't like your channel. You know, that are trying to undermine your channel. So the ones that are with you and sticking through it are the ones that are supporting you all the way. Because we're not here to cause, like, the ones that are loyal subscribers are the ones that just want to get the information. They want to be part of the community. They want you to succeed, and they're not the ones that are giving you critique. The ones that are giving you critique are the ones that don't want your channel to be successful.
Well,
And,
let
I'm
me
sure you're
say
gonna have a
this.
lot of that as well.
What I'm saying, I have no problem with critique as long as it's constructive criticism. Listen, if I ask
Right.
you, okay, what needs to be done, and you get quiet, you saying, oh, I don't like this, and I say, well, what needs to be done? You don't say anything, or you did being accusatory, and you have no, well, what did I do wrong? And you get quiet, that means you want attention. And so the
Oh
way it
yeah.
is, everybody ain't gonna be the same. Some people will be around for a while and they become uncomfortable because they're expecting the channel just to implode. At some point,
Mhm.
they just think, you know, it's gonna run its course. Everybody's gonna, hello? Okay. Everybody's
I hear
gonna
you.
go back and forward. And no, this is not that. We're gonna continue to be positive. I'm gonna get to y'all comments that I asked you the questions about. We'll get to those after our brother that's off topic. But if you have any questions on topic, let us know. And brother Dollface Soldier,
Yeah.
see, the whole thing is that as the channel grow, when we hit 2,000 subscribers, they start acting a plum fool.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, the more, like I said, the more people that you're gonna have, the more problems you might attend. You know, you might encounter. Because in the beginning, man, I remember, man, there was a lot of like when I was started with the channel, and a lot of other people that are on the live. It wasn't like this. A little bit more cooperation. You had your ups and downs, your bumps, but it starts to
Yeah.
get more. Well, the more traffic, the more problems you're gonna have. And I guarantee you, brother, once you get the 3,000, 4,000, who knows, even 100,000 mark, there's gonna be a lot of different people, man, that's gonna come in your life, man, in the
Mm-hmm.
live and just try to do things. And that's good that you're doing it now at this stage, so it prepares you for what's to come, right? So it's good to have awareness, you know, and what you've experienced, and with your experience comes power, because eventually you're going to know how to deal and delegate what needs to be done, you know,
Mm-hmm.
for your channel. So
Well,
that's what
see,
it's all about, man.
well, we got an special situation here now because what I did was research. And I say,
Yeah.
you know, the people I got in here, everybody can watch the videos, they can watch the lives, but in order to participate, I'm going to make that an exclusive group to the best of my ability. And I
Mhm.
might just keep it where if you start a new channel, you really can't get on for right now. You might have to email
Right.
me if you like to come up and chat, and I can see if I can add you that way. But people, because see, the trolls just keep making new channels, and
Right.
so
Right.
we don't want.
Exactly.
And that this is why they're so dangerous, family. Let me tell you why. Let me get up with both of us on here. This is why it's so dangerous, family, because they pretending to be other people and they developing these characters that y'all we become attached to, and then they crash out the character like a drama in a movie or some kind of movie. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm very suspect of anybody that was connected to that Mr. Know It All, and anybody. So don't mean I don't foot, but it's too much slick stuff going on. So in
Yeah.
anybody that you individually do little slick stuff, and you do it after I told you not to do it, and you say, "Well, he didn't call my name, so I got away with it." No, you did not. No, you did not.
Yeah. And
Because
I was gonna mention something, brother. That's good that you're going about that route, because I've noticed a lot of you content creators do that. They have subscribers that subscribe for a certain amount of time, and then they're able to comment in the live, you know, or comment in the comment section. So not a lot of times that you have subscribers that comment right away. So I guess they do that for I guess more security purposes. Just wanted to make sure
Mm-hmm.
that this person in control. This person is not here to mess around, because a lot of people just come put posts out there trying to um, undermine the channel, and then they leave. So
They
it just
leave.
gets all chaotic. Yeah. So by you having low subscribers, you're gonna have to have some sort of time frame for them to be in your channel,
What?
and then get familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, right now I got 3 months. I'm gonna make it eventually 6 months, but I don't want to knock
Mhm.
off none of the people that we got in here right now, because most of y'all been here a
Okay.
while. But what I'm gonna do once every month, I'm gonna add a month until we get to 6 months, and then I'm gonna cap it at 6 months. And if anybody starts coming in new, now we have more of a framework. We had to experience family. We had to experience people doing grimy stuff. And the whole thing, if you notice with all of them, they want to tell me how to run my channel and what I should do. Like we on the same level. You not creating the content. It's not your channel. You don't show respect, so you're not on my level. These people here show me respect. And
Yeah.
and how you gonna run my channel? No, they just want to crash out one at a time or in a group, whatever. When they saw I'm blocking people, now they just gonna develop new troll accounts. And I've seen people come back slick, testing to see if I blocked that account. They still got about 2 or 3 of them out there where they testing them accounts. And they
Crazy.
gonna get blocked. I'm telling you. But they all have these testimonial stories so that we can feel sorry. Oh, what happened? Oh, you were mistreated. This happened to you, that happened to you, so we can open up. Then they turn around and show us they're behind. No. Now, family, I want to ask you, brother, going forward, what do you see with the channel? What do you see it going as far as something that what would you like to see going forward? What can we
You
add
know,
to the channel?
yeah, a lot. Like I said, the integration is really good when it comes to the comments and live chats, which is amazing. Having more people be on the live will be awesome. Also, having interviews with folks too, in the VSO. If you ever get a chance to have anybody in the Houston town area that you could be affiliated with
I'm gonna
at the
do that.
VSO. I don't know if you know what I mean, and just have a seat with them, and have experience what they've experienced, and what to expect for a veteran going into a VSO for the first time. You know what I mean, and their perspective. I think that really helps out, because those are really useful things that the veterans should look into. Especially trying to find stability, and having connections with other veterans.
Oh, okay, now
Other than the VA. Yeah.
yes, okay. Other than VA, listen, the chat. What kind of people do you think he mentioned? VSOs, veteran service officers. What other people would you like me to bring up on the live to talk to that you think would be beneficial to you and the channel? To the H-Town Vet family. What type of people? Because I can question people. Huh? I know
Right.
how to do that. Now that's something I can do. But what type of VSOs? What other kind of people you think would be good to talk to that could be beneficial to the veteran family? Let us
You
know.
know, yeah. I mean, anybody else that has any ideas, but I would think that's a good one, because through that channel you have a lot of resources right there.
Mm-hmm.
Other veterans, if you know any family members that you could talk to that had experience with issues that veterans have right here in this channel, help out a lot, like
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
And anybody else that wants to go on the live. I think more importantly, talk to and experience your PTSD or whatever you have, your medical issues. Don't have to be all super transparent about it, but just kind of give an overview, so other people could see. There's not just one person. There's many people out there that's going through the same situation. I
Okay.
think
You
that helps
said
out a lot.
great. Let me ask you this: how has the channel helped you on your journey? Because I think you got your 100%
Yeah.
recently. How did it help you you know, you already had that in the process, because I'm not saying we the one that got you 100%. How did the channel, what is there any key advice or information that we talked about that was helping you in that process?
Yeah, just and not just for myself, but for my spouse as well. I know
I was going to ask you
one
that.
of your subscribers, I think, yeah, Cynthia, right? She's a
Yeah.
spouse of a veteran, and she mentioned chapter 35. Same thing with my wife. She does chapter 35. Also, Chant VA. You mentioned Chant
Right.
VA. I didn't know anything about Chant VA. For your significant other, and you brought it up and got a little bit more in detail. It's very vague when you try to find information out there. And it's good to have a platform like yourself to bring up benefits that veterans could acquire when they get to a certain percentage that not a lot of people talk about, right? I don't know why it's not really brought up that much, but yeah. So like I said, Champ VA and also home loans. The home loan thing. I didn't know anything about the home loans. I thought you just get 100% and that's it. You just get an extra paycheck. That's what I mean, a
Yeah.
raising your paycheck. But it's not that. It's pretty much everything around you. You can get a disabled veteran
Yes.
plates, home loans, Champ VA, Chapter 30, Chapter 35, all that type of stuff. Also, another one to cover is if a veteran already continued going to school and they run out
You
of
kind
their
you kind you
post
kind of
9/11,
boring. Hey, hold on. You kind of boring. So
yeah.
state, if you're standing still a little bit, don't move too much. You kind of
Okay.
boring. Go ahead.
Okay. You hear me now?
I hear you clear.
Okay, cool. And so once a person runs out of their post 9/11, FYI to all the veterans, you could still go to the school with the chapter. I think it's called Chapter 31, which is an extension of post 9/11. So that's
Okay.
another benefit that veterans could acquire to continue their schooling, and they're going to get paid like $3,200 a month. So that's an extension right there. So just so many things like that to be aware of what we qualify for is amazing. And your channel, if it wasn't for your channel, I wouldn't know half the things that I don't know. So I appreciate it.
Oh, so you did a lot of things. You're welcome. Now listen to what
Yeah.
Brother John said. Maybe a veteran who received 100% and want to share their stories. Now this is critical. Sometime, and you can speak on this, brother, brother Dogface Soldier. Sometime, a lot of us don't want to share because we feel we might be targeted by the VA. Is that a
Mm-hmm.
valid concern?
No, I mean, like I said, the whatever you put down in your claim, it's already documented. It's backed up by evidence. There's nothing to be ashamed of. As a matter of fact, it's good to bring up your issues to people that are not aware of the potentiality of what they could acquire because of their issues. Because a lot of veterans out there are scared to even put in a claim. They don't
Okay.
want to be in that situation. They don't want to be suppressed. But fear not, because all of us have went through it. I went through it myself, and I've acquired what I've acquired by not being afraid and taking that first step. So it's just to
Okay.
motivate and give awareness to veterans out there that you shouldn't be afraid to submit and get what you deserve. Pretty much. You served your country well, and if there's the issues that came about, then you might as well just go forward and take advantage of it. That's the encouragement that this channel also brings as well.
Okay. I want to ask you a question, and I also want to ask the chat a question. What is the biggest issue when you're uh, fighting for your VA compensation, disability, and other benefits related to those? What is the biggest issue or problem you had to overcome or struggle? Would it be the claims process, not having the proper information about what the benefits are, not having proper representation?
Right.
What was one of the biggest issues that was the missing link for you, saying, okay, I got this other stuff, but this is the key? What was the key thing for you? Or are you still struggling? Let us know, family. We want y'all to participate in the chat. You let us know yourself, Dogface Soldier.
Yeah. I mean, for me in general, was that I was going to be denied, or I would have to fight to prove that my issues were valid. You know, going through the medical process, I think it's another thing too. You know, taking the time out of your day to go through that, and waiting to see what the doctor tells you. You know, and the evaluation of all that.
Now
You
you
know,
say medical
it's a
processes
process.
for a CMP exam or
See,
developing the medical evidence through treatment. Which one are you talking about in particular?
both. I would say both CMP exam and, but more importantly, developing the medical treatment. You know, you have to go through your appointments. A lot of people don't want to go to appointments. They're too busy with their life and obligations. But take the time to get checked up for your health, you know, whether if it's the mental health or physical health. If you have those issues, you got to get everything documented and reported.
Yes.
Everything has to be noted down. So when it's time for you to submit your claim, you have those documentations. But it's just a process, I guess. That's what you have to go through. You know, it's the stepping stone. But you would never know unless you never take that first step. You know, and a lot of people, you know, are very hesitant by doing that. I always encourage people to go for it and do it. I was hesitant at first when I was at 90%. I was told by a representative, you know, saying, hey, you know what, you don't want to go for it more. You know, even though you have these issues, you don't want to go for it. You don't want to mess with it because then they're gonna, what is it? Open up the case, and then they're gonna reduce you, which is ridiculous because I do have these issues,
Yes.
and they're just pretty much stalling. They're stalling you to get where you need to be. You know, and so you know, I was questioning. I was skeptical, but then I was being encouraged, you know, by people around me that got it, and then with your channel as well help me take that further step, you know. But if it wasn't for you guys, this channel, and other people that encouraged me, I wouldn't have never done it, and I would have stuck with my 90% with everything else remaining on my issues
Okay.
that I had.
Okay. Listen to what I say. Brother Charleston, I ain't mean to cut you off, bro. But Brother Charleston say, Dogface Soldier correct. Putting in a claim with a family is scary, especially with the VA saying fraud will be prosecuted. Now, this is coming into my next question. Everybody, I want y'all to tell us now, what is your biggest frustration with the VBA, the Veteran Benefits Administration? I'll tell you, my biggest frustration is the lack of informing veterans of what their
Mhm.
benefits are. I'll give two. And not being clear about the claims process.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that too good one? So when you walk into a VA, listen to me. When you walk into a VBA, a regional VA regional office, there should be information that you get from benefits 0 to 100%. They should have that information all over that place. Am I lying?
That's
And
right.
in particular, every type of claim, whether it be a queue, whether it be a high level review, whether it be an appeal, they should have that laid out in a flow chart. Come on now.
And
Now,
that's what confuses me, H Town, because it's like these people they're considered federal, right? I mean, the VA is a federal job, so
yes,
we're actually paying out of our taxes to them.
to
You know,
them.
they're getting the paycheck from us. So why don't they post things out for veterans? You know, that need to get that information in the beginning. It's always like a hidden. You know, like you would never get it. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You know, to find out the truth about your benefits and what you qualify for. So it's very sad that it has to go this route. You know, you literally have to open up Pandora's box just to get information, right? So, and it
Mm,
shouldn't be like that. The information should be posted out there. You know, if you have these issues, here's a pamphlet. It tells you step by step what you need to do. And for people not to give you bad information by saying don't go further because then you'll get reevaluated, you get reduced. It's all about reduction with them, right? While they're making
yeah.
millions and billions of like Doug here, while we're out there, for them it's like pennies to us, you
Mm.
know. Like well, we're getting paid as pennies, you know, compared to what they're making. But why? Because all that money wants to go straight to their pockets. That's my opinion, but I'm just saying, you know, because it doesn't feel like
I
they're trying to
totally
help
agree.
out better. They're just trying to give you what you want to get. That's it.
Now, I want to ask a serious question. If, and I, do you feel that the VA is an adversarial force when it comes to veterans? Do you think And let me put it like this here. Give me a second to answer this here. But I want to ask you, what gave you the confidence to come up and talk about when you received your 100%? Why? What made you come back to the channel? And why do you continue to come now that you got your benefits? Other people get their benefits. They just thought they leave, don't
Right.
come back, or they crash out. And like, I don't need you. I got mine.
Right.
That's showing your character. So why do you continue
Oh, yeah.
to support the channel?
You know, as a soldier, you know, you're here to look out for your battle buddies, you know, and just like other people didn't for me, they didn't have to give me that advice and that encouragement or the
Mhm.
resources. Like you, H-Shine, you didn't have to, but why do you do it? Because you do it because this is your passion. And not only that, you're looking out for your soldiers because you know that at one point in time you were in that position. I was in that position. And I wouldn't like it if somebody would keep all that information for themselves, you know? And that's why I want to be there to encourage and support. And like I said, this channel's out there to give information the best of your ability so they could go forth and be squared away with their journey, you know?
Yes.
And that's why we're here. I know, Mr. Zimmerman is here for that reason. You know, everybody here, you know, I'm just speak to all the veterans that are here loyal to your channel. You know, they want people to succeed in life, you know, and to get where what they deserve, you know, for their benefits. And
Yes.
for them not to feel that it's that you're pretty much bothering the veteran, the VA, you know, because that's not the case. And that's what they make you feel. They make you feel like you're bothering them,
Let,
like if it's a hassle, and it's
yeah,
not
let
true.
me ask you this here. Overall, do you think how do you feel personally? Do you think the VA is for the veteran family? Put a
Oh,
one in the chat.
yeah.
I got it up on the board. Put if you think the VA against the vet for the most part. Put a two in the chat.
Man, you know, and for me, in my opinion, like I said, you know, they're there to help you out when they're there to help you out. Like when they help you out, it feels beautiful. But there is a lot of times that they're not there. Let me give you an example. I had a dental appointment not too long ago, and they did my X-ray examination through the
Yes.
VA, and they did the dentist. They checked up everything, my teeth and everything like that. Right? I
Mm-hmm.
told them, you know what, I got to get transferred to community care because I'm too far away from this location. Okay. They said all this information is to be transferred to the community care. Long story short, I went to my community care dentist, which is not that far from where I live, and they said that they had to start all over with all the process for my dental examination
Okay.
that they did already with the VA because it's a different process and it's a
Okay.
different and I'm like, okay, so why are they wasting my time in the VA dental going through the x-rays, going through the checkup, you know, and
Yes.
everything like that, while I have to start all over with my community care? Isn't it transferable? Can't they just see that through my dental doctor over here at the VA? It doesn't work like that. It's two different entities. I
Yes.
wasted my time even going to the one over there in the VA. They should just transfer my information over there. But they made
Running
it
you in
seem like
circles.
everything was transferable. Yeah, it was running my circles like that. So how does that make the veteran feel? It felt like it was a complete waste of time. I could have been working that day, but I took time off work just to go there to get checked up, so just to make sure that everything was squared away. But no, I had to start all over, and that's what happened with me. So that's an example of how it works, you know.
Wow.
Unfortunately, yeah.
See, so you're saying it's a competency issue.
Yes.
So they're not
Yeah.
consistent
Accountability.
because if not, competency and accountability. So when they
Right.
messing it up, family, hold on, brother, look at this, and I need your comment, your opinion on this here.
Mhm.
I asked the question: do you feel that the VA is for the veteran? Put a one in the chat. If you feel the VA is against the veteran, put a two in the chat. Brother Charleston said against the veteran. Brother Benny says against the veteran. Everybody show love to Chief Z for you in a minute. He say against the veteran. Betty Bob say against the veteran. And then Coasty say against the veteran. MG Smith against the veteran. I got another follow up. So, do you feel that the VA is kind of for or against, or you kind of on the
Am
fence?
I? You know what, brother? After and this was solidified my decision when you mentioned that. I say number two, and this is the reason why.
Mm,
When you brought up multiple videos and interviews with Doug Collins, and his explanation about how he's taking care of the VA facilities, and it just didn't make sense. It totally contradicted. It made him look like he doesn't know what's going on, incompetent. you know. So if the Veterans Administration is willing to put a person like that and give them millions of dollars for the responsibility, you know, to take care and delegate rules and regulations, and he's not doing it, what does that tell you about the VA as a whole?
Mm.
It's a big
And
deal. You know?
let me ask you. Go ahead, finish up.
No, no, no. That's what I was gonna say. It's a big deal for that to go. You know, that's lack of like you meant, like we mentioned earlier, a lack of accountability and responsibility. You know, there's nothing going on right there. I feel that the money is being pocketed. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, because the answers that Doug Collins was putting out there towards the senator was nothing but gibberish. It was bullcrap. You know. And they were catching him on the lies. But you know what? Let me tell you something, man. He's going to be taken care of, because no one's going to mess with him, because he's being backed up by the veterans. And I hope something does come about, that things do change, you know, because it clearly shows that nothing's being done, you know.
Yeah. So, brother, you talking real talk, that they're not really taking time. Remember what happened. They're not really taking time to handle their business. What happened? They couldn't even balance their books before Congress.
There you go.
The VA can't even balance their own books, how much money they need, how much money they spent, how much they don't have no numbers. When he went before Congress, he couldn't give straight answers on these type of things. But they're talking about cutting the workforce because of this and that. Now, and they trick words. Oh, more claims have been decided, but that don't mean more claims have been approved. You can decide a claim without being competent. Now,
it's crazy. It's crazy. There's no, it's crazy because they're being audited, right? Shouldn't they get their funds squared away? You know, especially being a big organization. I mean, as a trucker, I know a lot of people that work in the car dealerships that they get scrutinized when $1 or $100 or $1,000 gets misplaced, right? When they get audited, when it comes to month end, right? But when it comes to the VA, it seems like there's no accountability. Like they don't know where that money's going.
No,
you know?
It's going to somebody's pockets. Now listen, like what you said, that the VA is the second largest part of the U.S. government. It's the fifth largest or sixth largest financial burden on the country. I ain't gonna say burden, financial supported part of the government. Now, listen what our brother say. First brother John say he saying he feel the VA is against us. Number two. Now listen, brother Charleston say dog face soldier correct again. VA will throw veteran under the bus to protect their position. Okay, so an agency that's supposed to help veterans get their benefits have an adversary relationship. I got a question. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Listen, Jay Oliver, come in. As y'all come in, tell us happy birthday. Say, happy birthday, H-Town. I always love the dinosaurs he come in. But I got a question, brother. We're about to get heavy with this thing. What, in your experience, make you mistrust the VBA, the Veteran Benefits Administration? Or do you trust them?
No, you know, every time I communicate with the doctor, it looks...
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, I feel like I'm being interrogated. You know, like I said, remember I told you a while back ago that I wanted to change. Was it mental health or doctor? Because
hold on, you're barking. I can't hear you. Take your time.
That.
You're barking. Go ahead.
Yeah, do you hear me?
I can hear you better now.
I think it's my headphones. Okay, and yeah, brother, no, I just feel like they're not out there to look out for the veterans' benefits or in behalf of the veteran, because it feels like every time you're there and you're communicating with the doctors, your primary care physicians, like you're being interrogated, like it looks like if you're not telling the truth when it's the truth, like they're trying to, you know, make it seem like you're just, you know, you're just out there to get money or leech off them.
Can I
And
ask a question? I don't mean to cut you midstream. Are you
yeah,
saying the VA almost treat veterans like we're criminals or suspected criminals?
yeah, oh yeah,
Oh, don't
that's how
say,
it
man,
makes
you
it.
messed up the whole thing now. Family, how y'all feel about that? We got a witch hunt. We got to get Dogface Soldier. He said that he agree with me. So you're going to have to get on both of us. That
Yeah.
does the VA treat us when we applying for these benefits? Do we what's what they say with the law? Innocent until proven guilty. So
Right.
are we innocent as veterans until proven guilty? Or
Well,
do
I'll
they
tell you one
treat us
thing.
like fraudulent? Do they treat us like we're fraudulent up front? Let us know. Go ahead, brother. Tell us one thing.
And like with us, we have to prove to them on so many different levels. We have to give credentials. We have to do, checkups and all that type of stuff. Our word is not good enough. It's all about facts. It's about evidence. So what I was trying to say is, if they want based upon facts and evidence, why don't they do that to the accountability of those higher ups that are making millions of dollars off of the veterans? Why don't they give them facts and evidence to the Senate? They don't. They just sugarcoat, use fancy words to get away from the topic, to get away from the issue. And all they could say is, I will get back with you later. So what does that tell you? They won't give accountability, but they want accountability for us veterans. That's very contradictory of what the purpose is as in the VA department. And that's very sad, because they're working for us, but they make it seem like it's the opposite way around.
Look, he say, dog, you party pooper on H-Town birthday. I'm the one asked the question. Let me ask you this question. See, the truth is the truth. Unfortunately, truth is the truth. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this question. Family, I want to ask you this question. If you were in Congress and they allowed you to ask the VBA a question, what are you in a town hall somewhere where the veteran administration had to answer your questions on how they treat veterans when it comes to their claims and how we got to fight for it and we don't mistrust us? What would you tell them? Would you give them criticism, or would you tell them what they need to do differently? Tell me, if you had a chance to talk to Doug Collins, Dogface Soldier, if you had a chance to talk to him, Charleston, what would you tell him about his conduct? What would you tell the VBA about their conduct and what you feel that is undermining veterans' claims, mental health, their stability? What would you tell them? Or would
You
you
know
just
what?
say good job if you agree with them? Go ahead.
You know what? Where's the money? but to be real with you, brother, even if we would have to talk, even if we had a panel and he was right in the middle, like a NCO board, right? And he was being scrutinized by all of us, he would just use pretty words and he won't be transparent. The same way that he wasn't transparent with that senator, he's not going to be transparent with us. Unfortunately, that's a politician for you right there.
So you saying and using them words, I want to make sure the veterans get the help they need. What does that mean?
I just want to make sure well, in translation, it pretty much means I just want to make sure that the veterans' money is going into my pocket. You know what I mean? More importantly, and that we have to struggle for our benefits, and we have to show proof, and we have to go through the whole process, and it's very sad that it has to come this route, brother. And I hope things do change. But what's the old saying goes, man? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So that's what we're seeing right now.
Do you think that, family, y'all let us know, do you think in the near future that the veteran will continue to suffer? If so, what can we do to make it a better place for the young veterans military members coming behind us? Do you think this is going to continue to be a problem? And what can we do to address that problem that makes us frustrated?
To be honest with you, what you do right now is right on track, brother. Bringing out information and for us to be aware. It's not to be a Debbie Downer, but it's to give information to the veterans so they could be aware what's happening politically, what's happening with the organization, and to go about it the appropriate way, right? And for you not to be timid about it, for a veteran not to be timid about the VA, like I said, they're working for us. It's not the other way around, and you have to be fair, and you have to be transparent on what your issues is and make sure it's documented, yes, but just don't, but you have to take that step and get to where you need to be. That's the most important thing. And it's good that you're putting out so many different information, brother, what benefits you acquire, and also what the problem with the VA, what's going on at this current time with current events. And so we could know that, what, the fight doesn't start with just getting 100%. The fight starts with everything, to give awareness for everybody to be, to know what's going on, in this time.
Now, I ain't gonna hold you, no longer you need to. But if somebody walked up to you, my brother, and said, I've heard about this H-Town vet, and I got him. He's a mixed bag. Some people say he put out good information. Other people say that he really he divisive. Some veterans don't like it, his attitude or whatever. What would you say to an individual that say, well, hey, I don't know. Why should I listen to the H-Town Vet channel when, he sometimes go on these tirades and stuff, and
Yeah.
he let the trolls bother him?
I just say, man, you just don't like realness when you see it, because you're one of the few channels out there that goes live, that gives platforms to veterans or visitors or spouse of veterans, give them a voice that other platforms don't do. So that right there, cuts everything, to reality of what's really going on. It's that they're biased. Sometimes they just don't like you because of who you are. Because what you're doing for the veterans is something totally different and unique compared to, in contrast with other channels. So
Could you
there's
stop
no
right
need for
there?
them to bring it up. Yeah.
Okay, you say it's something and unique. What was the word you use?
Yeah, it's very
What
unique at what you're doing. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're unique because you're offering a platform to all of us to speak up and to ask questions, and different topics. We're able to talk, and that a lot of channels are not able to do. Very few channels are able to do that. And it takes a specific type of person that's able to do this for 2 hours, 3 hours. I've seen you go 5 hours. Who does that? Who goes 5 hours on one stream? That is
What's
very few people
crazy?
are able to do that.
And we've had to cut the stream off, haven't we? I said, hold on, this is enough. We almost got 6 hours, family. I ain't got time for y'all. I ain't playing with y'all. Look, what was you saying?
Not including the after party.
Not including the after party. Look, Jal say 1 year to 100% is too long. Yes, indeed. Now, listen, MG Smith said, H-Town, I hope they find this channel to get the verified information they need and find a caring family that understands their struggle. This is here. Now, check this out. I haven't found a troll yet. Y'all let me know if it's any out there that says that my information is incorrect. I want you to tell me, look, and I somewhat give trolls a platform where if they got disagreement, I ain't got no problem with that. Just show me where I'm in error. Right. They don't even talk about me being in error, do they? Now, okay, now let's say
and let me ask you this, H-Town, how many other channels put out give their personal information, which is their email or anything like that, to talk to you offline? Who does that?
I don't know.
Not a lot of channels do that. Not that I know of. And the ones that I've done, they never got back with me.
How many?
So
okay.
Yeah.
How many channels give you a contact information so you can contact them? Number one, and number two, how many of them actually get back to you? Answer. Y'all don't mind answer our brother question. Let me say this here. That's a good question. I don't know many. I haven't gotten into the communicating with them like that. I just watch the video. I got to be honest with you. It ain't that nothing wrong with the information. I never really contact them like that. Now, Coasty say he also said you should file for more claims. Be happy with what you get. Didn't the secretary say that? Oh boy. Yes, he said that what did he say? Remember I quoted it. He said that veterans are not victims. If you file for more claim, that's like being a victim. You are totally correct, brother. He say veterans are victims, but he didn't have no problem with Sean Ryan filing for more claims because he's special forces, you see, and they're on that elite thing. Now, listen, TZ, for you say thank for all you do, H-Town, great topic. Now, listen, Charleston say Coasty correct his phase it to say victims of lawyers putting in claims. Oh, God. But I'm going to tell you something. Charleston, why you don't like lawyers? MG Smith, Coasty is correct. I heard him say that too. Now finish up what you were saying, brother. You had anything to say about that?
Pretty much, man. He just says, be happy with the pesos that he gives us. You know what I mean? That's what he wants. He just wants us to be happy with the pesos that he gives us, you know?
What does he come? If you could describe, y'all, if you could describe, you and somebody else said something nice, or Jay Oliver, I think it was. I thank you for that, Chief Z, for you. If you could describe the Secretary of the VA in one word, what would it be?
Smoking. Well, I said 2 words. I don't know. Smoking mirrors.
Let's say 2 words.
I think it's 2 or 3. I don't know how to say it, but smoking mirrors. Smoking mirrors.
Let's say a phase. If family, if y'all could describe the Secretary of the VA in one phrase, what would that phrase be?
Politician.
Hold on, pastor or politician? That's a man of God you talking about there.
I don't know about that. You know, who he reminds me of? And I'm not saying this like for a compliment, but he reminds me a lot of Gavin Newsom. You know, he speaks so nice. You know, he speaks so nice. I don't know. There's a lot of people like that. Not just Gavin Newsom. There's so many of the politicians out there. They talk so nice, but at the same time, they don't fulfill their obligations. You know, on certain aspects.
Did you remember we did live streams on him being called out in the Senate? He seemed to get angry.
He was upset.
Look,
yeah, he was.
Oh, look, y'all too young. Some of y'all. I'm gonna get you a thing. Jay Oliver said if he could have 2 words, family, describe. He say Dougie Snake. 2 words, okay. You can do a phrase. It can be more than 2 words. Just a phrase. Jay Oliver say Reverend Ike. Y'all don't know Reverend Mike? Before it was all these cunning preachers that were openly with it. Reverend Mike back in the 70s was a hustling preacher. Faith Hill and all that stuff. He was doing it before they were doing it now. TV pastor. Oh, Charleston. That's
no prosperity. Prosperity
prosperity preacher. Crooked car salesman. Oh Lord. What? Wow. Now, my question gonna get heavy now. What could the VA and its leader right now, Doug Collins, do to win your confidence back? Let us know, family. And you continue to comment. What phrase would you describe? We ain't trying to beat up on them. We having a little fun with it, but express yourself. What could the VA do to win your confidence back? And we're talking about the Veteran Benefit Administration.
Well, for starters, to fulfill all of the senators' questions, you know, it looked like it was to be determined. In most cases, it was very vague. To give them the proper numbers on where the money is going to. I wish they could be as transparent as possible so we could find out where that money is going to. They can't afford opening up new hospitals in Georgia. They can't open up. They can't afford opening up different hospitals in different states. Why? If they're getting billions of dollars, where's that money going for? They can't take accountability where all that money is going to. So be transparent. Tell us where the money is going to. Tell us when the due date of the hospital, when it's going to be opened up, on certain locations. And also, focus on the veteran. All of us are going through situations. Give us more. Just because they're giving us money, you're pretty much saying, here's all the money and shut up. That's what they pretty much wanted us to do. They just want us to give us money to shut up. No, I mean, they should open up different resources, for veterans, not just the VSOs. There should be many things out there for veterans,
Yes. Let me
that's
look
all
what
doing.
Brother Charleston say, that the VA
Quit,
or
yeah.
Doug Collins do one thing for him, quit. MG Smith say Dougie Two-Face needs to resign. We need someone that is qualified for the position. How would you define a qualified person for the position? How would you do that? Oh Lord, look, you don't need me up there. Now let me ask you this: you think if I went before Congress, do you think I could articulate what we as veterans need?
I believe you can, and I believe that they're gonna circle around and beat around the bush with you, brother. Just like Senator, you're as intellectual as he is, he's still gonna beat around the bush. He's not gonna get to the topics, He's pretty much just gonna give you a question mark, unfortunately. And that's how politicians work, man. They're very vague. They don't really answer the question. They use these complex words to try to get out of it, unfortunately.
So this has become confusing because we have a situation where the VA don't want to talk to veterans, but they're talking down to veterans instead of talking to us. They talk down like they're in the superior position, like we run this and we got this gravy train and y'all trying to mess it up. Huh?
They already know that we have a lot of medical issues. They already know that we have issues mentally, physically, emotionally. So it's easy for them to downgrade, to degrade us. It's easy for them to say, here's a bone, and fetch type of thing. Unfortunately.
We are the most vulnerable. We're the most vulnerable. And we're psychologically, to an extent, psychologically compromised. So why would you torment people that they sit and they looked at our records and they know we got problems? They know we got issues.
Right. And that's why they're in power, unfortunately. People in power always do that. Look at the kings back in the Renaissance age, man. Whoever's in power are the ones that say they're in charge of us peasants, and that's what they want to put us. They want to put us in this category so they could have the power, they could have the money, while we're out there trying to struggle and we're fighting for what's right. But we're never going to get to where we're never going to get to peace because they're always going to be empowered. Evil is always like that,
Yes. Now, Betty Bob say they can do one thing for her: resign. Now, listen to what Jay Oliver say: NCMP exam, personal buddy statements, and doctor records hold majority weight. So you telling me the evidence should be enough. So how do y'all feel about that? How you feel about it too, brother? Should they end compensation and pension exams or let you go to your own doctor to get it done and the VA pay for it?
Oh yeah, they should. They should end the compensation. They should end that and have your own doctor evaluate you. And don't criticize or reprimand somebody that goes outside of the VA to get their checkups. It feels like everything is trying to be dictated, so they could have us, like I said, in a little crowd, so they could have everything in control, so they could say yes or they could say no. Imagine you're gonna get evaluated by a VA representative. They don't want to pay you, right?
No.
You literally have to go outside of the VA so they could treat you what you deserve. Yeah, they're gonna come with these conclusions. Oh, you're not this and you're not that, and they're gonna set you on that rate. So when you get paid, they're gonna set you with that rate, so that percentage, so that you could be happy, and you better be happy. That's what they want you to do. It's sad.
Let man. They said, I ain't like, let me see what the brother's saying here. This is heavy now, y'all. H-Town, that's why there's so many veterans taking their lives, suicides. Listen, And we know it's an issue that they cry out because many of them, there's quite a few that then took their own lives at the VA hospital. Am I lying?
Yeah.
One brother, he was trying to get into the group and they told him he couldn't. He had to do this here. They kept rescheduling. He went into the bathroom. So people are crying out. Now, H-Town superiors talk down to we veterans used to it now at my age 71. You shouldn't have to get used to nobody talking down to you. That you paying for their. What did you say earlier, brother? That we paying our tax money, paying for their job.
Yeah, it's a federal job, so our tax money is paying for their paychecks, their income. You know, Dougie's out there making millions because of us. You know what I mean? The Veterans Administration is making millions because of us, and they don't want to pay. So what they rather do? They rather. I'm just saying. I'm not. You know, I don't want people to be like, oh, he said this and he said that. I'm just saying. I'm speculating, but they're probably
Where
just
the
killing
money
us
at?
off, brother. Yeah, man. I think that's what it is.
Wait us out.
Yeah.
Wait us out. Remember with a substituted claim, family. This is getting cold, brother. You telling some truth here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Let's say, now think about this here. If they wait out a claim, even if your spouse or family member substituted, that if you don't get 100% in that claim after you pass and then the claim get approved, they're only going to give them if you get a between 10 and 90% rating, they're only going to give them the accrued benefits, the back pay money. So they don't have to pay you no more. Right. You can't file you passed away, so they just pay them the back pay money and say, go and get out the way. And many times they don't want them to do that. They tell them, no, you can't file a claim to let the appeal time run out, and they don't have to give them nothing.
And now, even if everything is and even if everything's working smoothly, brother, like let's say their spouse or their significant other, they're only going to get half of what. Remember you mentioned if the spouse dies, and they're only going to get half of what the 100% what the veteran got. So it's not even full.
They're not going to get half. They get what just $100 and something dollars, right? $160 something dollars.
Yeah.
But if they have dependents, they get more. Now listen, let's see. I'm gonna answer this. Then let me get this statement that I want. Betty Bobs has a question for you. This old dinosaur don't take any crap off of them anymore. Now, what is our family? I want y'all to say, what is our counter to fighting back? What can we do to get these people out of office? If the ones that are not helping us, not all. Now, Betty Bobs asks you this, brother. H-Town, not to be off topic. You okay? How long did it take Dogface Soldier to get a new doctor after her talk to patient advocate? Were they able to resolve that issue at all, brother?
Yeah, I because I had to push it really bad, like you mentioned, I had to be on it, and they were able to listen to what happened, and it only took like I would say a couple months because they had to reschedule me for another checkup from a new doctor. So it took like about a couple months, like I would say 2-3 months for me to get seen from my new doctor. But it was a relief, because the way it was going was kind of hostile on my end, like what's been going on. Like I just felt a lot of hostility, and I'm like, what, things have to change. And I'm glad that you guys, like I said, I thank you guys for giving me the advice and taking that step. Sometimes even when you're inside of and doing what you got to do, I need advice from other veterans that probably have experienced the same thing. So
I do guys, too, because when you're emotionally involved in it, we're in a different situation. We are that's vulnerable. We're the ones that's going through. When the VA sit there and try to do that apportionment against me, and I know I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, and y'all see my baby, she's starting work in about a couple of weeks. She gonna be an accountant. She done passed 3 of her 4 tests. She got 1 more to take. So she gonna be a certified public accountant. You understand? Wow. You understand? At age 22, with a master's degree in it, she worked hard, but she struggled. She's in that room. She was studying. My niece studying for that teacher exam.
Mm.
Why y'all don't understand? This stuff ain't, when people working hard, it is a sacrifice. Dogface Soldier didn't get to where he was overnight. Y'all didn't get to where y'all at. And see, this is why it's so important what Betty Bops did. She pushed him. She stayed with him. She said, nah, we need to know the answer. Brother, you got to get up, because I don't like conflict. We avoid it because we have post-traumatic stress. We don't like all that pushback, because especially when it's dealing with our mental health. And if a doctor or anybody is using our disability against us, do y'all feel that they sometimes, the VBA or even over at the VA hospital, they use our disabilities against us? If you feel that way, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel sometime they use our disabilities against us, if so, how do you see the VBA manipulating us through using our disabilities against us? We knowing the veterans taking their own lives is an issue. In your word, how do you think they use our disabilities against us, my brother?
Just like with my situation, brother, I felt a little bit suppressed, anxious to talk to her again, the doctor, and every time I talked to her, it felt like kind of they belittle you on the questions they ask and how you feeling from 1 through 10. You can't give a direct answer to these type of questions, but they just want to see if you're lying. I think that's what it makes it feel like. They're interrogating you and they're belittling you, and you have to say yes, ma'am, yes, sir, to every little thing, And I don't want to feel like that. I mean, I want to feel like that she's trying to help me, not trying to degrade me, and so that's how it was. That's how it felt. So I'm glad I took that step. And a lot of times they make you feel that you have nowhere else to go, and that's how I felt before I talked to you guys. And so
you
I just had to
trapped.
deal with it. I felt trapped.
You
Yeah,
felt
exactly.
trapped. You felt trapped, and that's why we're here, because you couldn't see the forest for the trees. You got a family, you got things you got a life, you got a house, you got treatment, and yes. Now look, this is how I feel. So you may not feel like that all the time, but just sometime. So I ain't trying to say they always trying to do that, but Charleston say 1 most of the time. Now look, what do they want? What do y'all think of the statement from Brother Jay Oliver? 1, they want you to leave treatment. I feel like that they're trying to discourage you from getting treatment. Remember what you said, how they was having issue with the doctor's almost like she was playing chess with you or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
like trying to psychologically manipulate you when they should be treating you instead of trying to make him feel guilty. Like that ain't really your issue. Talking to you like he's some Joe Blow on the street. Like, well, is that really a problem? Hold on, Miss Insensitive or Mr. Insensitive, whoever. Betty Bob say 1, especially for mental health. Go ahead, brother.
And it's sad because it's like you're there to assist the veteran, to help them, to understand, to have compassion. I mean, being a doctor doesn't mean that you have to just only be based on the book, without any morality of compassion. They don't have none of that. It's just straight to the books. A lot of doctors do that, unfortunately, and especially in the VA. And I don't know what they tell them behind the scenes, that they're pretty much telling us that we're nobodies, or that they deserve it or something like that, because for the most part, a lot of doctors act like that. It's very sad, even when you go to the front desk act like that too, very condescending. And it's like, why do they act like that? Yeah, like they woke up from the wrong side of bed every day.
It's like it's a us against them mentality. Now they got that thing, you can fill out that survey. Boy, that one of them, she really wants to say something, but they got them surveys. And I don't say my Social Security out loud, my last 4. No, I give them a card with all the information on it, and they don't like that. And some of them don't like it. And boy, they be wanting to say something, and they can't. So they try to be it. So the lady take it and try to keep my stuff so she can put my information out where other people can get my personal information. She just sit on the counter. I say, ma'am, can I get my my information back, please?
And let me tell you, Let me tell you something, H Town. If you and just wait until you complain. The moment you complain, everybody will go against you. Nobody's gonna have your
Yeah.
back. Everybody in the
No.
VA works helps each other out. You talk to
The
the
other, and,
manager, supervisor, they're just gonna pat them. What is they're gonna slap them on the wrist? That's
hold
it.
on, you're
There's no
Borging. You're
weapon.
Borging.
You know,
You're Borging.
yeah,
Yeah,
again.
go ahead. You were Borging. You know, it
Sorry
was
about
like
that, brother. I don't know.
nobody said. It happens. I just let you
Yeah,
know when
I
you
don't know what the
start
heck is going on
talking.
in my headphones.
Go ahead and continue.
Yeah. So, long story short, brother, they're all looking out for themselves, and you just got to make sure that you got, you're going in with your A game when every time you go to the vet, the veterans department, and you're there for to be treated. You're not there to make friends because they're not your friends,
Hmm.
and you're just gonna do what you have to do. That's what it's all
And,
about.
and I want to say this: if you have somebody that helps you, appreciate that person. If you have an
Yeah.
employee or anybody working at the VA that do right by you, show respect to them because they need that encouragement. Now, listen to what our sister say. One, especially for mental health, it is put in your notes all the time. So some people read over your notes and your mental health stuff, and they say, "Well, I know how to push their buttons. We can get them up
Yeah.
out of here if we push their buttons." But not all are like that. Show appreciation to those that help you. Now, listen, Charleston Zimmer said, H Town, my father had a saying in old age. I adopted it. Great life as long as you don't weaken. Yes. Yes, indeed. Now, here's the thing, brother. I ain't gonna hold you much longer, but I want to ask you: have you? Where do you see going forward? You've gotten your benefits now. What is it to motivate you going forward when it comes to being the rest of your life? What are your goals and motivations to keep you? Now that you got the benefits, you already got them. So what
Right.
keeps you motivated in going forward?
Well, on the side of being a veteran and the veterans benefits and all that type of stuff, of course, my family, number one, and everything. God first, number one. Always put God first, because ultimately He's in control of everything, man. You always got to look at it that way, brother. This life is short. Like I said, this life is
Yeah.
like a vapor. We just come and go. So we have to be spiritually right. Have your family squared away too, brother. Whether if you have a wife, if you have your mom or dad, be close to them, because those are the ones that you could rely on the most. And then of course, having this community, always have affiliations with veterans. Whether if it's a VSO, whether if it's this channel, this is a community that cares, a community that wants to be united, and that could express themselves in this way. Like I said, we're expressing our First Amendment right, and
Mm-hmm.
and here in this
Freedom
channel.
of
So we just
speech.
want, yeah. So we just want to make sure that we give all the information, that the best of our abilities, as transparent as possible, so people could be aware what to expect in the veteran, the VA, and the visits, and also in the doctor, any type of doctor visits, or if you want to go for the claim, anything like that. This channel is the way to go. So looking forward, man, that your channel will grow very abundantly in the
Okay.
years to come. And like I said, the more responsibility that comes in, of course, you're going to have like a double-edged sword. It's good and bad, and that's going to be on us and on you to delegate these type of rules like you've been doing before, brother, and to make this channel prosper for the better, for the better for veterans.
What was one I got two last things I'm going to ask you. What was one thing that you may have been having a rough day? One thing you can remember significantly, and family, this question is for you also in the chat, the
Mhm.
H Town family. What was one thing that happened on the channel, something somebody said in the chat, or something we discussed on the channel that you were having a bad day and it encouraged you, it lifted you up?
Man, you know what? Just to hear the people's coming up with their with oh, you know what, when they get their claim, when you hear them say I got 80% or I got 50%, I got 100%, you know, and you see the journey that where they started with, you know, it brings me joy, you know, and that will gives motivation for me to say, hey, there is hope. There's hope not only for other veterans, not for myself, but other veterans too, that it can happen multiple times, you know, and it's because of this channel that it's happening, you know, and they gave you thanks because of that. So it brings me joy to see veterans that come back and say, hey, guess what, guys, or guess what, vets, I
Mm-hmm.
got a 80% in my on my VA disability now. And why? Because thanks to you, you know?
Yes. You know, I'm gonna tell you what encourages me, and then I'm gonna let you have the last word here in a minute. Uh, what encourages me is the fact that when I'm trying to do the right thing and people are doing little slick stuff, and I got other people like Bionic Woman just come up and say, yes, if you had a channel, this is what she said. If you had a channel, and if H-Town Vet came over there, you would want him to respect your channel. See, by me just saying it, it means something when other people say it. And we really appreciate that people, if I say, hey, you was doing this here, and they apologize, they don't run and hide until they come back, you know, till they come back with something, you know, till they can come back when the coast is clear. When when
Right.
when people like Charleston say, you know what, hey, we got to follow rules. You're not being unreasonable. These things encourage me. What
Yeah.
here has encouraged y'all? Now, while y'all answering that question, I'm gonna let brother Dogface Soldier say whatever last words he want to say. But this is what I'm asking y'all: what in here that happened that touched you personally, that really lift you up and encouraged you or motivated you about your benefits or life in general? Go ahead, brother. Anything you want to say in last words?
Hey, much love to you, brother. A happy birthday again, you know, from the
Thank you.
bottom of my heart, bro. And much love to all the vets out here too, man. That we're staying tuned for the fight that's coming ahead of us, man. And to just don't stop, brother. No matter whatever comes in life, you know, whether if you have bad people or good people that come into your life, man, don't ever give up with your purpose because God has you here for a reason. He has your chat live. You have unique traits that not a lot of people have because you're doing this, and utilize those gifts that God is giving you for the better, you know. And this is your calling, brother. So just don't stop, and just say much love to you. Happy birthday again, and we'll see you in the next live.
Thank you, my brother. Everybody say good night to our brother Dogface. We thank you and we appreciate you. Good night, brother.
Good night, man.
All right, fam. What y'all think about that? Did we get out in that time? Now listen to what our brother say. When H-Town shared being garnished by the VA and he fought and won on appeal, I felt alone. I was, I'm in the midst of, you gotta understand that just gotten divorced. I'm paying this child support. I'm paying for a house. I'm paying for my daughter in addition to that. I'm trying to live my life, and bam, the VA sent me that just knocked the breath out of me for a minute. And then I said, I got to do something about it. And I started talking to other veterans. What happened? Everybody say good night, Dogface Soldier. From Brother Charleston. Betty Bob say good night, Doggy Face. Dogface Soldier. And then MG Smith say family. Say H-Town, you and the family here make me feel like I'm not alone in this world I have. You're not alone. You understand? Now I'm gonna tell you that song by Michael Jackson, You Are Not Alone, I'm Here With You. R. Kelly wrote that song. Look, everybody showing love to our brother. He say, good night, Dogface Soldier from Brother Charleston. Jay Oliver say, good night, Dogface Soldier. He got out in that time. He got out in that time. That's what we say down here in the South. He really did his thing, in other words. See, let me tell you something, family. The love is here. I don't know why my shirt look like it's got a stain on it. I think it's that light. I don't know what it is. Ain't no stains on the shirt. Oh, it's the light doing that. I don't care. I'm gonna keep it on now. Now, family, everybody, we got Dogface in the house. Don't forget his birthday was September 11th. We know that's the day we commemorate, and we did on that date. But there's also a wonderful day of his birth when he was born. Coach say good night, Dogface Soldier. MG Smith, Dogface Soldier, good night, brother. Now, anything, fam, we had 2 hours. Anything that H-Town did that touched you. This is my birthday, so stroke my ego. Anything that I did that y'all can remember that stands out to you the most. Anything that H-Town did, because it's my birthday, that you know really keeps you coming back. What is it about me or my personality or the way the channel is structured? I know you may disagree with some things, and I respect that. We'll talk about that not on my birthday. Because I do ask y'all things like that from time to time. Because it's open here. Anything. Why you deal with the grouchy old man? Oh, I shouldn't be calling myself old. My daughter don't like that. Now, Dogface Soldier, good night, brother, from MG Smith. We got Jay Oliver in the house and MG Smith. I feel like, man, y'all are something else. He said, you so sensitive. You got that right. And I'm like that for a reason. Because I ain't letting nobody get back. This is what I learned. You can't let nobody get by with doing dirt on the cool because they massaging the dirt in. So I showed them that I'm human, because if I come across as a say feelings, oh my, okay. Hey, y'all explain it. Come on, give me some more detail. Now, because if I come across just straight, hey, just get out of here. Now, I want to let them know where I'm coming from. So when I do block them, when I do time them out, or I do drag them, they can't really say nothing because I've been and told them several times through my sensitivity, hey, won't you stop doing that? They say, I ain't got to listen to him. Hey, will you, come on, man, come on, lady, or whoever you are, or who you pretending to be, won't you take that somewhere else? And then all of a sudden they shut out because you got to be a 3 months to even chat, so you ain't had that new account up. Come on, fam. Now, family, I want to say thank y'all. Any last words, comments, concerns, let us know. And what would y'all like to say to me on the way out? I'm here. My birthday. Any last words, family? Let us know. We've been here 2 hours and 9 minutes. I thank you, and it's kind of late. So we're going to thank you for being here. Our sister, Farm Girl Rebel, is in South Dakota riding horses. The way that when the mention of certain food sends you into a tangent. Oh, I never thought about that. So when you start talking about, I never thought about that. If you mention certain foods, I'll lose my mind, huh? H-Town, thank you so much for another. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Chance. Yes. Oh, yeah. You would just keep doing right, sister. We got to watch, because the people out here trying to hypnotize. They trying to get my good people to stray away, and they can't do it openly themselves. They have to come in and conjoin themselves to you, almost like a conjoined twin, and then say, see, I was telling you H-Town ain't this. They want to talk to you behind the scenes Everybody want to talk about me, get you. They don't have no program for you. They don't have nowhere for you to go. Come over here to H-Town, to the sensitive preacher. Now, happy birthday again, many more. Thank you. V and Olive, it says, presents, cake, balloons. Thank you and blessings. Thank you, V and Olive. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And I want to thank y'all for telling me that. And we're going to get ready. So y'all can keep thanking me for my birthday, and we'll say good night too. Come on through, family. What made you show up tonight? Why were y'all here early? Why were so many people chatting early? And I wanted, man, as the old preacher used to say you can't wait to get to heaven where every day is Sunday. Come on now. H-Town, enjoy your birthday weekend. Yeah, we're going to probably go out to eat tomorrow. My fam, they out of the movie. I told them I couldn't go nowhere tonight. We were together, but I say I got to come on and spend time with the family here too. Happy birthday again. Thank you so much, Coasty. Jay Oliver say, we had a prosperous year for the channel for our verifiable members. Thank you, brother. Yeah, y'all verified. Y'all verified here. You understand? Y'all verified because y'all are consistent. You're not wishy-washy. You understand? You're not a fickle people. Meaning you're not wishy-washy. One day you like this, the next day you like that. Jay Oliver the same all the time. You understand? Consistent. So is MG Smith, Coasty. And for those of you that do make mistakes, I respect you when you apologize and acknowledge what you've done. Because my goal is never to harm, hurt, or belittle. But I gotta host my program. V and Olive always just sitting back chilling, but bringing in the positive information. And some of you that are watching, you don't even participate in the chat, but you are important here. We need you. If you'd rather, email me. If you want to sit back and chill, sit back and chill. So I want to thank H-Town. Did you like your birthday music? Now, what we're talking about the buzz I got? Okay. Not lukewarm. That's right. So I want to thank, I need you to be straight with it. Betty Bob thank you, Betty Bob. Thank you, Jay Oliver. Thank you, Coasty. Good night to you. Thank you, V and Olive, for all the blessings. Thank you, Brother Charleston, here tonight. Y'all are the center of attention. You understand? I think I said Brother Jay Oliver. Thank you, Brother MG Smith. God bless you. And we thank you, and I appreciate your encouragement. Making sure I didn't miss nobody, because I know Brother Benny was up in there somewhere. Chief Z for you. Thank you. Coasty, if I missed you. I thank Brother Zimmerman too. Thank y'all. John Thompson, hadn't seen him in a while, but he came here for my birthday. You know he's been watching. Oh, God bless y'all. Benny, hold on, what Benny? Benny in the house. Thank you, Benny. Thank you. Gary Walker. Thank you, Brother Gary. I want to say good night to you also, all of you. Oh, and it was such a blessing to have our sisters Cynthia here. Cynthia Morales in the house. And we have Coastliner coming through. Thank you so much. We're trying to create a positive environment where y'all feel comfortable coming in all the time, where, we pretty much, look, when the crows come, trolls are an important part of learning. They gonna have it. We got to know how to deal with them. But y'all know I'm a sensitive thug. Sensitive gangster. Bionic woman, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my sister. Cynthia Morales, I said to my sister, God bless you and your husband and your family. And may God keep you. And and protect your loved ones. Let me see who I missed. And of course, Dogface Soldier for being here tonight, bringing it home, coming in and holding it down, and coming in and expressing itself. Come on now, look, authentic people bring other authentic people. Money draw money. That's what my people used to say. So good people draw good people, right? Now let's get to the bottom of this here. Now listen to what they said here, family. See, but we rejoicing tonight. God is good. You understand? And I thank him for 57 years on this earth. I thank God because many of my cousins and relatives passed before me. I had a few pass before me. My cousin's birthday that was yesterday, who owned one of the most successful barbecue places in Houston, Triple J's. His birthday was yesterday. I want to give a shout out to my cousin. He's passed. Rest in power, brother Jared Scales. Thank you. I loved you. We used to we spend the night over each other's house and play together. Man, you fam. You understand? Jay Oliver says, good night, family. Betty Bob say, H-Town, enjoy your birthday. I will. Cynthia Morales' sister say, have an amazing weekend. God bless you and your family. Same to you and yours. MG Smith say, H-Town, I enjoyed sharing your birthday. Thank you. Coasty say, good night, family. And family, I want to say thank y'all for coming here tonight, for helping me to celebrate my birthday. And it's almost over. In some places, it should be. Now we still here on the 19th. So until next time, family, I don't know exactly when. We may have a Sunday broadcast. Thank you for coming and joining us and celebrating my birthday. And I want y'all to have a good night.